All right, guys, so we are finishing things up. We're wrapping this episode up with something that is near and dear to our hearts. Now, it's not Naruto necessarily, it's talking about Kickstarters. When we started season one of Keikaku Corner, I loved to death talking about Kickstarters. Tristan, you know this. And I love it because I feel like Kickstarters, it really kind of democratizes stuff. It really puts it in the hands of the fans. And if they want something to be backed, it gets backed. If they don't, well, it doesn't get backed. It's just that simple, I feel. Yes, there is marketing around it, of course. Yes, it is how you present the product, of course. But I do enjoy how many things have been funded and have been successfully funded and have actually gone into people's hands from Kickstarter. And this is a case where this hasn't been funded just yet, but it also is a follow-up to something that we talked about, I believe, last season with a Fist of the North Star / Hokuto no Ken product. Very similar. So basically what's going on here is Kickstarter, this was launched by Progress Technologies. They launched a Kickstarter campaign to fund an ebook version of the entire Naruto series. So the entire series, 72 volumes, because yes, remember, Shippuden is included in original Naruto, just like Dragon Ball Z, it's not technically separated.
Right. It's all Dragon Ball.
Yes, 72 volumes in English. Although I could swear that it also transferred. I thought it was English to Japanese, like the Fist of the North Star version. It says that it's only in English, interestingly enough. But either way, the device has a high-resolution display inside that allows readers to browse through the whole manga. And yeah, so display is sandwiched between physical paper pages and an interchangeable dust jacket cover to emulate the physical appearance and feel of a book. And so the campaign was trying to raise 4,000. Of course, this is a Japanese product, so it's actually being converted to the US dollars. That's why it's not exact. $4,386, and it was trying to raise that by August 13th. So remember, this campaign is still going, and we're going to check it out right now and see how far it's gone. And because at the time this article was released, it had gone up to $26,990. So when this article was released about a week ago, we did not know if it was funded. Thankfully, as of this time, with 28 days to go, as of this recording, it has actually been funded. It is at $8,357. So it's funded. So it's happening irregardless. The problem is, I would argue, is how much money this is. Like, into the product. Because this is a very expensive product. And it also, as of this time, only has Naruto on it. So here's what's interesting. The Fist of the North Star one did not have anything else on it other than all of Fist of the North Star. But it's noted that it was the first time that it was legally available in English in the US in some form or another. However, it was also a $400 e-reader or something along those lines. So it was actually very expensive. But again, but still, it is the amount of volumes combined, to be fair. Like 26 volumes or something like that. And I'm pretty sure they were never, ever released in English legally in the U.S.
Right.
So that is something to note as well. But when it comes to Naruto, obviously these are available, because even if you don't want to get 72 volumes like that, the way you see in the picture down below, and if you don't, if you're listening to the audio version of this, we'll have a link somewhere so you can check it out. You see all those volumes, you're like, wow, in one? But of course you could buy these digital anyway through apps or through other types of services. So yes, some people enjoy holding a physical object, but it still is something that I will admit, like Fist of the North Star was interesting because there was no English legal equivalent.
Right.
In this case, you can also get used cheap manga for Naruto in lots. So if you don't have the space for the 72 volumes, fair.
Right. Yeah.
If you don't have the space, fair. But price-wise, I would argue you could get used or digital rather than just getting this. Especially if the tech falters, you can't get it repaired. So, Tristan, I know you're not the biggest Naruto fan, but if you were, do you think you would care to get this this item or no?
I mean, I don't know. I like the idea, and I like that it kind of makes it feel like a book with, the outer covering and everything.
Yes, because you're not a fan of digital.
Yeah, not really.
I'm not, but if it's that cheaper, then I would, which I do.
If it's that much, if it's the whole collection in one, that's definitely something to think about. I'd give it a solid maybe.
Yeah, I mean that's again if you were a fan. Since you're not a fan, you're not gonna get this.
No, it's not like I hate Naruto, but like
Yeah,
it wasn't as big for me as it was for other people in our high school friend group.
yeah. It's just a thing where okay, so here's the price, right? Again, this is an early bird special. So
Mm.
get your one ebook or get your E1 book with the world famous ninja manga Naruto. Support us now and save 37% of the future retail price. So remember, you're saving 37% on it, and it's still $532.
Right.
That is a lot to drop at once.
Yeah. Yeah. Um,
I'm not saying it's not good. Again, if you're a Naruto
right.
fan and you don't have access to it and you want to read it, like I'm not like if I had FU money, I would buy this. Because
Yeah.
I've said before, sometimes if I had FU money, I wouldn't buy this or I would buy that. I'd buy it. What I'm curious, looking at the GIF that they have, I'm pretty sure this is the Viz translation. So I'm wondering if they had to pay them as well. Like I
Right.
don't think they had to, because if this is a brand new translation and it's not Viz's, that would be interesting to look into. Because if someone says I don't like Viz's translation, I would want to buy this. The only difference though is that even if it's not Viz's translation, for anyone who doesn't like that the sound effects are translated, they are. So if anyone likes the sound effects to just be left alone with like little tiny words underneath, I don't like that. But if you do, this looks like it's done in a similar way to Viz's translation. Yeah, it doesn't seem to say in the Kickstarter, because I had read this one a while ago. It doesn't seem to say that it is using either the Viz version or the a new English translation. No,
Right.
it's definitely using the Viz one.
Yeah.
Looking at the title screen for Uzumaki Naruto, that's the same paw print they used for Viz.
Right.
Yeah. No, it looks cool. What I think too is a little odd, and I understand that they have to give you the buttons and stuff, but when you
Right.
open it, it's significantly smaller than the actual book itself.
Right. Yeah.
But
And there is one thing, like apparently this device will have an SD card
it
slot,
will. That should be noted. So
unlike the
it's
rest of the North Star release.
yes. So that means that it could be hacked, or that means that it could be much cheaper if you do invest in this. It could
Yeah.
become much cheaper to get an SD card in the future. So if they are nervous, if they're like, hey,
Or
you
that
know,
possibly other series could be loaded onto it as well.
no, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If in the future they get nervous, they're like, we see that this manga is popular, but it's not a Naruto, it's not a Fist of the North Star. So what they do is they're like, how about we just make a Kickstarter for the SD card?
Right.
Because that technology, it can still work with the Naruto one. Maybe they give you like, hey, if you want the e-reader, that will be an extra incentive. But if you just want the SD card, instead of it being $500, it's maybe like $250.
Right.
Which getting, depending on the series, getting all those volumes in one, $250 for the SD card isn't a bad deal. It's
Yeah.
just having to pay $500 or more, definitely more when
Yeah.
it's retail.
Right.
It's just funny. It's not even a bad deal. It's just something that I just can't afford. It's just that
Yeah,
simple.
it's just the idea of dropping 500 all in one is
Yeah.
an investment. Like, yeah.
I mean, even for a new console, I wait a bit, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, even for a new console, I'm like, I don't know about this one. Like, I mean, I've told you guys the story before. If you guys watch our Those Guys Play channel, I waited till the Nintendo Switch, which is at 300. I waited for the Switch to get a sale from GameStop. So that made it 250 technically because it was 300 with the $50 gift card. So I was like, "Oh, I'll do that." Now I think Nintendo with that Switch Mini, that Switch Lite, now they have a sale for the Switch for 260. But even then it's not that crazy.
Right.
Anyway, so yeah, so it should be coming out if you give to this Kickstarter. It should be coming out starting shipping December 2019. So that's actually not that far away. Oh my god, they used a picture that says I will arrive by Christmas. Believe it. God damn it, that's funny. Believe it. So anyway, so yes, so it can it it's interesting. I don't think this is a bad thing, but I would honestly be more interested. God knows how expensive it is now. I would be more interested in the Fist of the North Star one.
Yeah.
And frankly, I wish I would have given to that soon.
Mm.
Because now God only knows what's going on with that.
Yeah. Right.
So for me personally, that's the one that, strikes me as like, I need this.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, would you pick up one of these if it was Dragon Ball Z? or the entire Dragon Ball series?
Ooh,
Because interestingly
my.
enough, Tristan loves Dragon Ball, but you have none of the volumes. Not even like 3-in-1s.
Well, no, I have. I technically have the first volume of Z.
Oh, okay, cool. A 3-in-1 or
No, just the first, like the regular single
okay,
volume.
cool.
Why did you
So,
have to out me, Matt?
well, you have the entire series in anime form, and
Yes.
you're still keeping up with Super, so you know what's going down in the world of Dragon Ball. But yeah, so you know what's going on there. But yeah, would you drop hundreds of dollars on one if it was Dragon Ball?
It would depend on the timing.
Well, it would depend on how much money you have. So then you'd
Yeah.
never do it.
Bank, bank account? I
Nah,
don't
bro.
know. That wasn't a no.
Yeah. Oh, we should note they've done other ones. I'm looking at their website right now. They've done other ones. They're just not in English.
Right.
So they have a whole City Hunter one, which is pretty cool, but it's not in English, so who cares?
Well, I mean,
Listen, anyone learning Japanese would care, or people in Japan, but
yeah.
it says Japanese only, so I
Right,
don't
yeah.
read Japanese. Oh, there's one oh wow, there's one coming out in Japanese only for Gintama,
Oh, damn.
but it's Japanese
I
only.
know it's Japanese only.
Ah,
Just let
damn
me
it.
relish in it for a few
You
seconds.
know what would have been good? It's Japanese only too, Death Note.
Yeah.
Because no, there's a Death Note one next to Gintama, and I'm like, damn it, that would have been good.
Mm.
I think people would have bought it. I would have bought it. Let's see. The Fist of the North Star one is currently going for 15,300 yen. Let me do a currency converter quick before we wrap this one up.
I was about, okay. When you said that, I was like, and then it's the end. Oh.
But let's do a quick currency converter before we wrap this one up. I want to see how much that is and if my bank account can afford it.
Oh, no.
$141.
Oh.
Yes, it
Okay.
can.
Shit.
Fuck yeah,
I
it
did
can.
that. I did that conversion wrong.
Yes, you did. Where can I buy it? Where? Excuse me?
Yeah, no.
Excuse me. Oh, they're available at a Japanese bookstore. Well, goodbye, everyone. I'm never gonna get this. Anyway, so Tristan, before we wrap this one up,
Yeah.
what do you think about this concept? Do you think that this is something that is going to take off, or it's just for certain enthusiasts?
I mean, I'd say yes to both. I feel
Oh,
like this kind of
but,
format will get more popular in the future.
but as of right now, it's just for enthusiasts.
Yeah, I mean, like we mentioned earlier, like if space is your issue, then yeah, something like this is definitely up your alley.
But someone could also just buy all these digitally on your phone. I think the difference for me is if this isn't DRM'd to hell, i.e., there's no like if you could just take this and walk away with it and never have to update it again,
Right.
then it's good. But you have to like constantly do updates, or if you have to constantly fix hardware or something, like this isn't stuff that I mean, like I couldn't just take this to a shop to try to fix it.
Yeah.
So I feel like that.
I mean, I would
Yeah.
I would assume that all the volumes are already on it, like loaded in, like ready to go.
No, but there's always issue with tech. There's always issues.
Oh yeah,
That's
I
what I
mean,
mean.
yes.
Yeah.
I
So
touch a
like
computer and it blue screens. I'd probably pick this up and the screen would crack just from me opening it.
exactly. I'm not disagreeing with you there at all. Either way, so yeah, we're gonna wrap this episode up. Love you all so much. Take care, and Tristan, where can they follow us? What are our different social media accounts? Tristan, you've been with me doing this for years now. What are our different social media accounts?
We got a Twitter and
At Those Guys Radio. How about you stay the address?
we got a YouTube. We
well,
got a Facebook.
We do not.
got-
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on there, buddy. You picked up that YouTube. We got our Those Guys on the radio, which this will be on. We got our Those Guys Play, which we do a lot of gaming stuff, reviews, let's plays. And we got our TG Productions account where we just go balls to the wall crazy, talk about different Japanese superheroes. We'll do different pro wrestling stuff, a lot of fun stuff on there. And then you mentioned our Facebook, facebook.com/Those Guys on the radio.
We got a iTunes.
Actually, yes. Well, you can't get this on iTunes, but you can get our long style reviews that we do of different like anime, manga, usually like movies, stuff like that, TV shows. Yeah, you can get that on iTunes. Search up Those Guys there to download those and listen to them on the go. And yeah, Tristan, you look so tired. You look
We
so.
got the Tumblr. Do we got the Tumblr?
Well,
No.
no. But it is a shell for our website. Our website is teacherproduction.net.
Right. There we go.
You're doing so great. I'm so proud of you, buddy.
Did I kill all of them?
You got sure, buddy. Go to fucking sleep.
Sure.
All right. I love you. Love you all. Take care and tune in next time for another episode of Keikaku Corner. All right, guys. So see ya.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, chat.